Hey guys, Marshall Brammuffin here, and today I'm bringing you something brand new. Something that's never really been discussed on this channel, but it's coming up, and I'm really excited, and I can't break myself of the habit of looking at that screen instead of looking at that camera. But I'm gonna just try and look at my other tablet, instead of looking at the screen or camera at all. But, today, basically, what I have is what I'm going to be talking about is Steven Universe, or more in particular, Stevenbomb 3. So, Stevenbomb 3 is tomorrow, and I've waited all week to do a video, and I'm glad I did because there's so much that happened just yesterday that if I had made the video yesterday or any day before, I would have looked stupid. Okay, but let's first talk about the episodes. Okay, episode number 1 for Stevenbomb 3 is episode 14 in season 2. It's called Cry for Help. It's about Steven's favorite show is disrupted by a magical interference. And if you guys haven't seen the Comic-Con clips or whatever, and you don't want to, then don't watch this, because this is going to be spoiling a little bit of Stevenbomb, because those two things were actually a main influence. First off, we know who Sardonyx is, so at this point in the video, if you haven't seen that, then don't watch. I'm gonna link the Sardonyx and the extended theme song in the description, probably. I'm gonna work on it. I'm kinda stupid, but I'll link those in the description. If you haven't seen it, then don't watch from here. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, Cry for Help is okay. So what I interpreted from the Comic-Con is that for some reason Sugalite didn't finish the job with the communication hub, the gem communication hub thing, so they're going back, and Garnet and Pearl are Sardonyx fused. They're gonna fuse, and honestly, at first I'm disappointed because of all the hype and all the theories that Sardonyx was. But after watching the entire Comic-Con panel for Steven Universe, it's getting a lot better in my eyes. Plus the extended theme song is kind of hyping it back up for me. Like, I've been sitting here listening to it for like an hour. But so yeah, their fusion, which they honestly look pretty cool. They kind of have Paradox hair, but they're orange, and orange is my favorite color, so can't really go wrong. I don't know if I like it, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but it looks okay. Then there's Keystone Motel. The group takes a trip outside Beach City. Now, I don't know exactly anything about that, besides the description. And then there's Onion Friend. Steven and Amethyst explore Onion's house, so probably a little more backstory on Onion, or probably the theories of Onion being Yellow Diamond are completely broken. Like, completely broken. If you haven't seen the extended theme, then you obviously have no idea what I'm talking about, but there's a part in the extended theme where all three of the Crystal Gems are singing, and they're explaining what they're fighting for, and then Steven comes out and he's like, I will fight for everything that everyone wants me to be when I'm grown. And then it goes to where they're talking about an ultimate experience, or ultimate something. It was really loud in the Comic-Con area, apparently. Everyone was screaming, and you couldn't really hear what they were saying. But we saw Jasper, holding on to Lapis. That was one thing that I saw. We also saw Paradise. She's all menacing. But we saw Jasper holding on to Lapis, and that was when I knew that Lapis was not in control of Malachite anymore. Lapis is not in control, or isn't in control whenever that happens. Or maybe she is, and maybe for some reason Jasper is just hanging on to her. But, yeah. And then, in the background, there's a silhouette of a figure, a gem, standing behind Peridot and Jasper and Lapis. And this figure turns her head, and all you see is her eyes, and they're bright yellow. And I know it's Yellow Diamond. It's gotta be Yellow Diamond. If it's not, then I'm gonna be so stupid for saying this. But no, it's gotta be. And honestly, this thing looks menacing. This character looks horribly menacing. And I've said this to myself 1,000 times, that I love all the dark parts of Steven Universe, but I also, like, I watched that extended intro and I'm like, I love this. Like, I love this more than anything. Like, I couldn't see this being a horrible thing. I like the happy a lot more than the, I just spit. A lot more than the dark. But it's gotta be a certain kind of happy. Like, if it's stupid happy, then, okay. Next episode is episode 17, Historical Friction. Sounds like you're getting a lot of backstory, but Steven and Jamie take part in a local theater. So they're probably doing something like Shakespeare or something, which is okay. And then there's Friendship. And Friendship is an episode where the gems find and search an old spaceship. That's gonna be good. That one's gonna be good. And apparently all the, like I didn't mention, but I heard in the panel that all 5 of these episodes are like one. Yeah, all 5 of these episodes are like one big extended like 5-part thing. I don't know how they're gonna do that, because it's supposed to be the week of Sardonyx, and unless for whatever reason, because it seems like most of this is, like it says Steven and Amethyst, it doesn't say Steven and Garnet or something, it says the group, that could be like all of them. So I'm wondering if maybe Garnet fuses with Pearl and becomes Sardonyx and they just stay Sardonyx for a while? Maybe, I don't know. There's another episode that's not in the Steven Bomb, but it's on this. It's on the wiki, and it says Steven aids Amethyst in reconnecting with an old friend. An old friend. So, a new gem, possibly? And that's after Steven Bomb. Wait, subscribe for help, and it ends with Friendship. Maybe Friendship is where they find the gem, and then the next episode, I don't know. It looks good. I'm excited. Then after that, there's a couple of episodes, but they're not descripted. They don't have descriptions. Super Watermelon Island, which you can only guess what's going to happen in that one. Gem Drill, which again, you can only guess what's going to happen in that one. And Barnmates. Last one doesn't seem too exciting, but Gem Drill sounds exciting, and we all want to see Super Watermelon Island, because we want to know where Watermelon Stevens are. And if that's not what that is, then what could it be? Okay, that's all I've got for that. Let's see, what else do I have? I don't have much, but yeah, I don't know. But my speculation for this is that it's going to be so good. I can already see this being a really, really great Steven Bomb. Like, this is going to be the pinnacle of this summer. I'm excited. I'm hyped again. Excuse me. I wasn't hyped after I saw what Sardonyx was, but now I'm even more hyped because of the extended intro, and I hope it's in the first episode of this Steven Bomb, because if it's not, I'm going to be sad and having to wait again. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be in this one, in the first episode, in Cry for Help. Like, I'm thinking it's like literally the intro. It's just like showing, it just starts off where they're like, Greg's walking down, talking to Steve, and he's like, oh, it's so hard to build a house, and whatever. And then they start singing, and I'm like, and while I was watching that video, my mouth was wide open. It was like, I'm sitting there watching it. It's like 5 o'clock. I'm like, and I don't mean 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean 5 o'clock at night, because what happened with me was I was on the wiki like right before I was about to go to sleep, and I saw that there was another short. And I'm like, another short? Maybe it's got some explanations. And it said lion, and so I'm like, lion. And I'm looking for it on YouTube, and I type in Steven Universe, and the first thing that pops up is the freaking extended theme, and I watch it, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm watching it like 4 times, and then I see Sardonyx. I'm like, what? Sardonyx? You kidding? No way. Wish I had watched the Sardonyx one first, because it kind of bummed me out a little, seeing that it was only Garnet. And like, it would have been better if they had done that at any time than now, because that kind of took the hype away from me. Kind of wish I hadn't watched it at all, but I did. And then I actually found out that the lion short was just lion jumping in a bunch of boxes. Kind of made me upset, because I was expecting something awesome, and it led me to something decent. Sorry, I'm trying to look for something. Yeah, well, that's really all I had to say about this. I'm excited for Steven Bomb tomorrow. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to be watching this, because it's great. Everybody loves Steven. Believe in Steven. I'll see you guys later. Bye.